and welcome to Wake and Bake with Old School and Co. I hope you're toking up and tuning in, because I sure am. You know how it is. Going to give a quick shout out to some of our sponsors. We got JKJ Processing just coming on. We've also got Mandy Cakes, and we always give a shout out to OTU Media. I'm sitting here talking to Oklahoma this morning. How you doing?
What up, Old School?
Oh, just another day in a beautiful town of Oklahoma City.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. So I want to talk veteran stuff.
Oh, I love veteran stuff.
Yes, so American Legion. And I want to talk about dates because I feel like they're important, right?
Right.
Because I'm a history person, okay? August 9th, 1921, so 100 years ago and some change. U.S. Veterans Bureau, forerunner for the Veterans Affairs Administrator, is created as a result of efforts by who? The American Legion. That's why you should join. They literally made the VA happen. And they're what's going to be help fix the VA. So we need to be active. We need to be involved.
That's one thing. We do have veterans. I'll talk about the suffering silent a lot.
Yes.
We've been trapped in our houses because of the drugs and stuff that they're giving us. That it makes us so zombie-like that we don't get out and we don't associate with people. And American Legion is a great place for veterans to get out and talk to other vets.
Oh, yeah. Like, I love it there. And I'm usually one of the only females, and definitely only one 30-year-old, 35-year-old female, hanging out with 60, 70-year-old men.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to change that because I need to hear your voice, and your voice matters there. And they listen, and they need to hear it, and they have the ability to hear it because they're on councils, right? With the governor, with the mayor, and if you're having an issue, they're going to help you, and they're going to guide you all the way. And so I just want younger veterans to know if they don't even mess with the VA, they can come with American Legion, right? Because it's less annoying.
And that's the thing about the American Legion is, like you said, there's a lot of older vets there because we like that camaraderie. A lot of us are retired, so we can go there and drink coffee and sit, smoke and joke.
Coffee.
Barrage Coffee, yeah. I didn't mention that sponsor. We now have Barrage Coffee as a sponsor. You're going to be hearing a lot more about them, I'll guarantee you.
Yeah. You said we're going to do a commercial, right?
Yes, ma'am, we will do a commercial on that. It's going to be a fun one, too.
Yes.
Now, you do have an important date coming up, the American Legion in Norman?
Yes. Wait, is that that's the Veteran Symposium held by the governor.
I just threw that out, sorry.
Yeah, I was thinking the other event. But yes, so I think it's 15th and 16th November.
Right.
In the Reserve Center in Norman.
Okay, yeah.
And so they want veterans, vendors and sponsors and, educators. And it's going to be a two-day event, and I'm excited for it.
I am, too. I love it whenever people come together.
Definitely.
Because veterans are one of our underserved groups. We get out there, you offered your life to our country.
And still will.
Still will, you bet.
Today.
And now they're reneging on a lot of the stuff they said that they were going to give veterans.
Right. Or there's a 10 to 100-step process that you have to go through to get what you need.
Paperwork.
Right. And so we need to make it easier. And so one thing they're doing is they're making a state registry, and you're going to be on this log. And so then when you go get your new tags or you go get this, you're already in the system. You don't have to go here to go here to go here every year, right? Saving man hours is what I like to call it.
Yeah, because we all know the government loves paperwork.
Yes,
and if you're one individual, see, they do a lot of stuff, but if you're that one individual going through there and you're filling that paperwork, because there's so many times they said, well, okay, we'll give you this, but you got to show us this one piece of paper. It's all on a computer. Why do I have to show them this one piece of paper to verify something?
Yeah. But if they can verify you by their computer, by a registry or something now, everyone talks to each other. You don't have to do that paperwork.
No,
And so we just need to alleviate all those processes. And you're not going to have people fix that who are 70-year-old, right? Because they weren't born basically with the phone in their hand. Even my kids are better with digital stuff than I am. And so we need just those minds together to think of new digital ways.
And that's that camaraderie, coming together and showing people, because, that sometimes I do show some of the younger people some of the tricks that I know of, And that always surprises them that I know some tricks on the computer.
You know way more on TikTok than I do. What's your TikTok?
I'm OldSchoolAndCo on TikTok, all one word.
Yes, I love your TikToks.
Follow me. I do some fun stuff.
You do? Yes, definitely. So,
now you got another event coming up at the American Legion in Bethany?
Yes. Well, actually War Acres, but right next
War
to
Acres,
Bethany's.
my bad.
11 December. It's going to be at 4 p.m., and it's going to be a veteran panel and they're going to talk about how cannabis has helped their lives and helped them get out of the house and help them be a better father, husband, mother, wife, that kind of thing. And so that we can kind of be the voice for that, because Oklahoma's leading the way in cannabis. And so we need to be leading the way in every community, right? You know what I mean? Your voice matters in your community. And I want to bring up Stephen Ross and Jennifer Trueblood.
I love them. Yeah, they're great.
Right? It was a few of them, but they made their voice heard.
You bet.
Right? And they pushed back, and that's the thing. We just have to push back against them, and what we want as this younger generation is going to happen.
And that's when I should always bring up, my drug addiction.
Yes.
I'm watching a show right now, Dope Sick.
Yes.
I think it's a really good show on Hulu. I've been watching it. And it shows exactly how we were treated and how easy it is to become a drug addict.
Yeah.
Because all you got to do is work your entire life. You get banged up on stuff. You get hurt here. And I'll guarantee you, I don't care who you are, I can give you Oxycontin for a week and I'll have you addicted to it.
Oh, yeah. Not even a week, a day.
Yeah,
Yeah, for real. For some people.
For some people, first time they take it, because addictive personalities and stuff
and
like
so,
that.
in high school, prescription drugs are really big. You would get them from your doctor, whatever, even that young. And it was a problem, and that was like our drug of choice, I feel like.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and so you were making addicts even at a 16, 17 year.
Right on, I dig it. And on that right there, we're going to take a quick break. You're watching Old School and Co. I hope you toke up and tune back in.
ETA, I had to hustle, I don't know no easy way. They can't compare to my swag. No finesse and ran up a bag. Check on the double the bag. I gotta put where I'm from on the map.
Welcome back to Wake and Bake with Old School and Co. I hope you toked up and you're tuning back in. I'll give a quick shout out to our sponsors right here. We've got always OTU Media, Senator Connie Johnson. We've got Stress Relief Extracts. Now, cool. I got a sticker from them too.
Yeah, stickers are cool. I love
Now,
stickers.
Yeah, and we're also going to give a shout out to Indigo Group. Now, she
Hey.
just joined us. What we got going on with the Indigo Group?
Yes, so we have events coming up. We're in Oklahoma trying to bring people together through events, and we actually are bringing an event from Las Vegas, and now it's going from city to city, and we're hoping to bring it kind of statewide through the states. It's to bring love, light, and cannabis
Right
and
on.
people together. Right now, we're separated, and for us to be successful in cannabis and cannabis to actually survive in Oklahoma, we need to come together, and that is ultimately our goal with the Indigo Group and what we do, and this event that we're bringing next year, March 30th and 31st.
Right on. Now, the Canna family, we do come together. I mean, we got some good munchies up here today.
Yes, it's exciting.
And we do come together, and this is one of the things. You're going to have a lot of artists there. You're going to have a lot of people there.
Yes.
It's going to be really cool, I think.
Yes, we're going to have 40 artists. We're actually looking for Oklahoma-based artists that want to be a part of it. And we're going to have food trucks. We're going to have, like I said, art and artists. We're going to have some headliners. Some of them now are going to be Mike Jones, the Loonies, and right now we're working into a contract with another exciting artist, Ian Young, as well. And it's really, we're going to vibe out, listen to music, come together as one with cannabis.
Cool.
And we're excited about it because, like I said,
Now, you are looking for sponsorships.
Yes,
so
we
could
are.
talk to people like, we can talk to JKJ Processing,
Yes.
Barrage Coffee.
Yes.
We've got some hemp people that can set up. We've got all kinds of people to set
yeah.
up.
that's
Definitely.
wonderful. We would love that.
Oh, Sativet. I always forget about Sativet. I want to give a shout out to Sativet.
Yes.
Because we had two big storms come up, and my puppy, he's a 120-pound puppy, whatever.
What's his name?
But he's real nervous and stuff, and I gave him that Sativet, and he just right through the storms. It's great.
Yeah, the weather's been crazy the past couple days.
You noticed?
Yeah, yeah,
Definitely.
definitely.
Didn't you eat one of those too?
Do what?
Didn't you eat one of those?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
try it. Now, I did try, I
Yeah.
tried the, what was it? The little round deal. It was a treat. That's what it was. It was a Sativet treat. And it was really pretty good.
Yeah.
Now, it tastes like a club cracker.
Interesting.
He's so silly.
Yeah.
And I took about 4 or 5 of them with me when I left. They were good.
Hey, we like what we like.
Yeah.
Now, should artists contact you? Are you
Yes.
trying to contact artists?
We're looking for artists. They could contact and submit through the Indigo Group page. We're also, like you
Is
said.
that going to be one that was www.indigo?
No, that would be just, we don't have a website.
website,
It would just
okay.
be the Indigo Group Facebook
A
page.
Facebook page.
Um,
Okay.
that you would, submit your work, and or if you're interested in playing or being a sponsor in general. We also are just looking forward to it. We have sponsors from Vegas right now. We're going to have radio, magazine advertisement. There's just going to be, we're trying to reach the masses through what we're doing and use the platforms to do it. Because, like I said, all demographics and everybody need to come together, and that is our goal. So,
and that's the platform we try to use. That's why we try to reach out to people, and it's easy to do because a lot of people have phones and stuff like that now, and you can access.
Oh, I wanted to say this. This is, we're having voting in 2 weeks on the Oklahoma Cannabis Awards Instagram page. Okay. And through there, you can nominate whether it be your favorite hairstylist, your favorite real estate agent. I mean, anybody that consumes that have made a difference in the community. We are looking to bring into the light and, really, like I said, bring them to get not just individual companies, but consumers as it be. So,
I love highlighting people like that because, I was voted top cannabis activist in Oklahoma at the Green Grow Fest.
Yes.
And I do love highlighting people because people see me a lot. But I see the thousands of other people out there that help work, and they don't want to be they don't want to be on videos, they don't want to be, and I understand that. Yeah. But they're out there working every day,
making a difference.
Cannabis, you bet.
Yeah, and that's what we're looking for through these nominations in the Oklahoma Cannabis Awards Instagram page. Is those people that have really made a difference in the community, and are users of cannabis and that have changed their lives. So,
and that's one of those deals where I say you don't have to use cannabis to support cannabis. Because I've got numerous people that support cannabis and CBD, but they don't use.
We just need to change the stigma.
Sorry. And I think we have, because when I was growing up, weed was bad, right? It was illegal. We learned about DARE. And so for my kids, they know it's mommy's medicine. That's all they know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They know that pot leaf right there means mommy's medicine. Same.
Right. Mm-hmm. And
so we are breaking the stigma.
That's right.
We are.
That's right. And our generations, we're teaching our, generations, our new generation.
Yeah, we're the smart generation. They make fun of the millennials, but you know what? We're smart. Yeah. We are.
And DARE has taken cannabis off the list of drugs that.
Well, it should have never been on there.
It should have never been in probation. Should have never been on there. I agree with that.
And the administration, and now we're adults.
Yeah. I really want what we're working for is people in prison. Yes. If you've got a cannabis charge, I want that cannabis charge.
Yes. Agreed. 100%.
I don't care if you got caught with 100 pounds. That does not matter to me. Because it's cannabis.
You're trying to feed your family.
Yes. Yeah, you're trying to feed
your family. And just
because
you don't have the correct paperwork shouldn't mean you should go to jail. Okay. Let's figure out how to help this person if they need help. Right.
Now we can also bring up. I don't like restrictions, but I do like regulations. And that comes down to illegal grows. Now illegal grows, you can get
illegal.
Yeah, I know. But easy enough to get a license here in Oklahoma, right. And once you get a license, that's where I would like for the FDA to become involved in stuff. Even though watching that show Dope Sick, I found out a lot of stuff about the FDA that I'm not too happy about.
Good, same.
All right, on that right there, we're going to take a short break. You're sitting here watching Waking Base, the Old School and Co. I'm sitting here talking to the Indigo Group and Toklahoma. Tune back in.
Brand new.
Empire Genetics is an advanced research program set forth under the 2018 Oklahoma Industrial Hemp Pilot Program, overseen by Northwestern Oklahoma State University. A lot of farmers reach out to us. They've heard about what we're doing and are interested and want to know what they've had growing on their land since they were kids. Oklahoma is very diverse in its weather system, and so these plants have adapted over the last several hundred years to withstand that. A lot of it was brought here by the U.S. Department of the Interior back as part of Hemp for Victory. Hemp for Victory was brought about with the loom of the coming World War. We knew that we were going to have to produce a very large amount of hemp to rig the ships for their sailing, for their ropes, for their anchors, also clothing, sailors' hats, our flags, everything is made from hemp. Marijuana wasn't made illegal until 1969. The USCSA classed marijuana in with other dangerous narcotics such as heroin, cocaine, and methamphetamines. The campaign to slander cannabis began back in the 20s, mainly with William Randolph Hearst and the paper mills. Then that transgressed into big oil. Later in the 30s and 40s, really gained steam. By late 1937, the Congress passed the Marijuana Tax Act, which grouped industrial hemp in with marijuana. After that, they gave the differentiated names hemp, marijuana. While farmers were still allowed to grow, taxes were raised so heavily that it made it difficult, especially for lower income farmers. In 1940, when Hemp for Victory came to Oklahoma, they actually used Oklahoma as a test plot. Several genetics were shipped in from all around the world to see what would grow best on American soil, since Oklahoma has such a diverse climate. And it's very hard to find a lot of documentation on that. We know there was a lot of places, obviously, that were involved, or we wouldn't be finding cannabis in every county in Oklahoma. Hempire Genetics, sowing the seeds of the past to grow a better future for everyone. Visit us at HempireGenetics.com or on our social media pages at Hempire Genetics.
Welcome back to Wake and Bake with Old School and Co. I hope you toked up and tuned in, because you know I sure did. I'm sitting here talking to my good friend Toklahoma, and also going to introduce herself.
Carissa Rowe. Thank you. Thanks, John. Thanks for inviting me to the filming, and thanks for inviting me on the show.
Oh,
Yeah,
right
so
on.
glad
That's
you're
what I
here.
always tell people. If you want to be in the audience, you just contact Wake and Bake with Old School and Co. Send us a message. We can have you in the audience. The tickets are free. I always say the second ticket is half price free, and we really have fun in the audience, don't we?
Absolutely. It's been
Wow.
a really fun
Yeah.
morning.
I
Like,
love it.
I was excited to walk in here and just find friends and find new people to learn about. And
The Canna family is great, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. It's a big driver. It's one of the things I love about everything that I get to do in the industry, because I get to do a little bit of everything,
Right?
you know.
Well, you help bring people together, too, with your articles and stuff.
Yeah, she's
Thank
a
you.
writer.
Thank you. Yeah, I get to do a lot of things. I lucked into writing. I got to help the Oklahoma Chronic when we were just a single state chapter, launch their inaugural issue, and I've been writing with them for a couple of years.
Cool.
And I just got invited to do some work with Herbage. They've got some really exciting things going on.
Cool.
So I have a lot of things on my plate, but my passion is cultivation. I get to do a lot of consulting with that, so I
Oh,
get
you
to
do?
meet people.
Yeah.
I really do get
See,
to
I'm
communicate.
I'm not a grower. I'm
Right
a
on.
consumer. I'm
Right on.
trying to figure out how to grow good, stuff that I like.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that that's a concern for a lot of consumers. You want to, we have this conversation a lot as industry leaders. When there's an excess of medicine, when we now have lowered the price so that it's very accessible,
Right.
people want then not only to go purchase it, but they now want to understand how can they do this for themselves. Well, if I can get it at this price, then I can probably do it for myself and make it a lot cheaper. And the truth of the matter is that you can.
And that's what I like about the wide variety of strains we have in Oklahoma, because it works different for different people.
Absolutely.
And you
It
got to
does.
find what you want, and once you find what you want, then you can maybe get the seeds for it,
Oh, yeah.
go home and grow it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the beautiful thing in Oklahoma, because we are a cannabis family, is you can always tap your local resources. All of the influencers on every social media platform are happy to share information. They're happy to go find information. There's some stellar dispensaries and bud tenders. There are clinician education programs available. There are tons of event companies now hosting education programs,
Right on.
grow classes, how to make your own rosins and resins, and it's really beautiful to see the industry bloom in that way.
You see, I'm a level 3 Canadian certification.
Spectacular, John. Good job. Yeah, I appreciate
Yeah, Dr.
that.
Regina Nelson. Yeah, I've been to several
brilliant.
all of her classes, and
Yeah.
she's written 5 books on cannabis. I mean, just sharper than a razor blade.
Well, thank you for going that extra mile as a representative
Well,
in our
cool, yeah.
community. That's really cool.
And that comes back to when I first started, I say that I really just wanted to get high.
Yeah,
You know,
no, I get that.
I'm not gonna lie. I just want to get high. I want to
Yeah.
smoke weed with my hydrocodone. But then, as I was getting signatures, people would come up to me and say, you know, John, I appreciate you doing this. I'm such and such. I got such and such job. I can't do this because of what I do, but you know, I support you.
Yeah.
And that's when I say it changed from a me movement, because I wanted cannabis
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
It changed to a we movement. We need cannabis.
Absolutely.
Because so many people told me about it.
All right. And how can
Absolutely.
people support you, John?
People can support me by going to www.patreon.com/OldSchoolAndCo. And I got different levels of support. If you just want to be a supporter, that starts off at $5 a month. I really think I'd like to lower it to $4.20, because you know how I like
Yes.
$4.20.
I think
Now,
that's
if
a
you
good
want to
idea.
be a sponsor of our show, you can go there, and there's different levels of sponsorships. I'll give you shout outs. I just give a shout out right now to Cannabis. They were here last night at our party. It was rock on.
It
Give
was so
shout out to my
cute.
good friend DC Live and everything Mary Jane. We do a lot of events and things together, and that's cool.
Yeah, I see you guys together a lot.
Yeah.
I do. That's a lot of fun.
We
when you
did.
guys
He's
come together.
fun.
You
I mean,
guys get the
DC's
crowd
right
riled
on.
up.
I love his passion,
Yeah.
because he's got it there, you know. And
Yeah. Yeah, the last time I saw DC, actually, speaking of passion, the last time I saw DC was at the Walk for Cannabis Awareness.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He was out there. You were out there.
I was out there, but I couldn't walk because, you know, my
Yeah.
neuropathy, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, now I've also got to give a shout out. I went to a foot doctor the other day because both feet were messed up.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to have surgery on one. You know, he just dug something out of the other one. You know, it
Ah.
happened. But I discovered
Okay.
Dr. Comfort shoes.
Yes.
Right on.
These
That
things
makes a
are great.
difference.
I no longer have to wear Crocs. I mean,
Nice.
no.
But the Crocs, though, they looked so good in that dress.
That was funny, wasn't it?
That was a lot of fun.
But the Crocs, they were real comfortable on my feet and stuff. You know, that's what I liked about them. But these are made for people with diabetes. So people with neuropathy, in my
Good.
opinion, I mean, they're working good for me.
Well, these look much better than the Crocs.
They
I
do
think
look
they're
much
a
better
lot.
than the
They're a
Crocs.
lot more stylish.
I can
I'm really glad
moonwalk
you
in
got
these too.
relief.
I'm going to do a video of me moonwalking too.
Right on. I appreciate that. I could see you doing it. Yeah.
Yes.
That'll be a
Okay,
lot of
now
fun.
we were talking to the Indigo group a while ago.
Yeah.
And their event is going to be held where?
It's gonna be at the OKC Public Market.
Okay,
That's
cool.
the December event. Is that correct?
No,
Yeah.
this is March 30th.
March event. Okay.
30th and 31st, and Del Mar Gardens. So it's
We've
gonna be
got
a 2-day
so
event.
many events going on. You need
And
to
they're
follow
bringing,
our,
they're bringing
follow our
Vegas to
pages.
Oklahoma City is what they're doing.
Yeah.
That's
You
gonna
know,
be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
It's gonna
like
be
I
a
want
lot
to be a
of
part
fun,
of
yeah.
that because like I'm a city girl. I'm from Detroit, you know. So like I appreciate what they're doing and I want to help them. You know,
Yeah.
we gotta
Well, I'm
help
a
them.
country boy, and I appreciate what they're doing
Yes,
too.
exactly.
You know? I'm a pickup driving redneck, ma'am. You know that.
Yes, and I appreciate it.
I love it too.
Okay, now that event is going to be when?
30th and 31st of March.
Okay.
30th and 30th.
This
and
isn't
31st of
planned. I'm
March.
throwing a lot of questions out
Yes,
to live
of next year.
Oklahoma. Okay, and
Yes.
then the deal with the American Legion in
11 December.
that's going to be in
Yeah, it's gonna be a
Wakers.
It's like a veteran cannabis event.
Okay, cool. Right on.
conference.
Going to have
in
several
War
speakers
Acres.
there and stuff.
Yes.
Right on.
That's
Right
gonna be
on.
really great. I'm excited about that event.
Yes.
Too.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we've covered everything that we could do today, I think, and we're going to take a quick break because you know I'm going to toke up real quick. You've been watching Wake and Bake with Old School and Co. Sitting here with some good friends. I hope you toke up and tune back in.